All right, welcome folks to Last Week I Learned. I'm doing a second pass through on Lex. So I've learned a lot in from people on commenting on videos. So one, I'm trying to fully try out products and really give it a shot. I think previously I just kind of looked at them, so I want to show more kind of tutorials. And two, I want to make corrections and try to be a little bit more data driven. So first of all, and when it comes to Lex, the first time I said this, I said it was a Google Docs rewrite or using Google Docs. It was built with Google Docs. It is not. It happens to look a lot like Google Docs, and actually that's the inspiration. But the author of this site, the company founder, wrote a little blog about how it's better than Google Docs, and I think it is in some key ways. So I am sure there's like an open source version of this that is similar. Actually, I remember this. I'm going to try to link in the comments here. Someone re-engineered Google Docs so that it would replay your writing, and they used like the open source foundation for Google Docs. So I'm going to try to link that, but it's really fun. So today, though, I want to take a broader look at the company because I think previously I was like, I based my company kind of evaluation on the fact they were built on Google Docs, and I think I want to reevaluate that and kind of take a second stab at the longevity of this, and then I want to show how I'm using it and test it out kind of in one go here. I'm writing something, and so it's a good try. So first of all, the company, given this is not built on Google Docs, I'm not sure quite what to think, to be honest. I think originally I had a pretty harsh take, which was that since it's built on Google Docs, Google could co-opt this pretty quickly. I still think Google can. It's been interesting. I haven't really messed with their AI tools in Google Docs. I don't really like Google Docs, so I don't use it too much. But I worry about a startup like this differentiating itself from Google Docs, and I think that'll be really challenging. I think right now the differentiator is probably this is using ChatGPT 3 versus Google Docs is probably using Bard, and I think GPT-3 is better than Bard. So they have an advantage. It'll be interesting to see what they do. This is a more focused tool as well than Google Docs. There's that. I mean, it'll be interesting. So far, I think I have this rule of thumb that something should be 10 times better to switch products, and I think this is I'm not sure. I'm not certain if this is better or not than Google Docs yet. So I think they have some ways to go. But I'm trying to look at funding a little bit more when I look at these companies and give a little background. So Lex has gone through one round of funding. They just raised a seed round, which is really early. That's really, really new. They raised $2.75 million, which is pretty good. This is a tough funding environment. I'm very impressed that they were able to raise that. So that's promising. That's good stuff. Without further ado, I want to try to take a swing at this. So this is what Lex looks like. I can get feedback on my drafts. I can sharpen my introduction. I can identify weak arguments. There's all these things I can do. Apparently I can look at previous chats. I don't really care about that right now. I can start a new chat. This is fun. So what I want to do first is I want to generate what I have so far. I don't like my title, The Sunrise. Searching for sunrise. Let's look at that. I mean, that's not bad. Maybe this is a trick I've learned is give me 3 options for the title, so you can kind of encourage it to try more things out, and then you can figure this out. Ooh, I like facing the wrong direction. Lessons from the sunrise. I think that's what we're gonna do. That is fun. So that's a good start. And then I think I'm gonna have it try to identify the weaknesses, of which there are many in this writing. So I was writing about this. The kernel of this writing is that I went to a friend's house to see a sunrise, and then I did all this work to try to make sure I would see the sunrise. I got up on time. I checked the sunrise time, all this, only to find out that the sun does not rise on the ocean in the West Coast, which is seemingly obvious now, but basically I was on the wrong coast, and I didn't even think about it. I did all the wrong work, and so I'm trying to connect it with a couple other things I read, which is Decisive by Shep Heath, and then The Phoenix Project, which is a book I'm reading. I don't really think these connections work. I'm going to just ask it the strengths and weaknesses of this article. Please give 3 concrete improvements. Let's see if we can do that. Okay, let's see. What does it say? Clear message and theme. I mean, it's really good. This is actually kind of fun. I like this experience. I like it on the side. I feel like a lot of times one of the things I've been learning about is computational notebooks. So, right, ChatGPT is like a chat and it just doesn't always feel quite right. And this is kind of like a hybrid chat document. And I feel like this is closer to what I want it to be than having to switch between tabs, you know? So I actually really like this on the side. I wonder, you know what? I want to see kind of the keyboard short. Oh, so I think I can even pop it up without having to click over here, which is nice. But let's see. Lack of clarity and organization. Yeah, transitions suck. Overlines on anecdotes. That's all of my writing, so I'm not going to change that. Limited exploration. Fine. It's short. Okay, let's see. Yeah, structure and transitions, incorporate more evidence. Nope, not going to do that. Not going to dive deeper. That's cool. All right, so this is kind of the feeling I had, and I'm going to then just tinker with those transitions and see if I can find it. But here's a more in-depth kind of walkthrough with it. I like it. I might start incorporating this. I'm kind of building out a flow where I draft things in 750 words, which you should be able to see here. This is actually where I drafted it the first time. I really love this. It's got really nice streaks going on. I'm able to see, you know, my writing and keep track of it. It's very gamified. Then I think this could be a great second place to put things. And then I use Hemingway app to tighten my writing up and make it look good. This is actually another thing that I've been working on. And then finally, I bring it into Grammarly to clean it up and make any final edits. So this might be a new part of the process. Thank you so much for joining me and enjoy. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything or there's anything else you'd like to see.